22 has addressed a lot of corporate taxes issues which the businesses were expecting, and there have been some landmark announcements which have been made by the FM. Interesting part, which I always felt was the startup system. The FM acknowledged actually the startup plays such an important role in the complete economy of this country. So what they did, two things they've done it. First, they said we will review the entire ecosystem of incentives of startup is concerned, by independent process. Second, what they did it, the sunset clause which was there for the exemption of the tax for 3 years period, which was ending on March 22, has been extended till March 23. Though my expectation was much more to give more certainty, I always wished government should have given more certainty to extend it till for another 2-3 years is concerned. Similarly, on the manufacturing side, where the manufacturing had a lower tax rate of 15%, the sunset clause was March 23. The government did an interesting thing by giving a long-term vision 1 year before the time limit was extinguishing. The government has extended the scheme to March 24. He also had the same thought process. Maybe the government encouraging manufacturing should have given a long-term vision, extending it till 2025 at least. But nevertheless, these are very interesting things which the need of the hour and the need of the business which has been addressed. Settlements type of scheme which have been announced for the income left in the past untaxed, and you can use this window for 2 years after paying the taxes is indeed very welcome scheme. And they read hundreds of notices for small inadvertent error, and we had no choice. The government has really addressed them. It will really help a lot. Interesting part, SEZ, complete revamp. They played a most important role for the manufacturing, for the growth of manufacturing sector in the country. And the government has agreed to relook into the entire ecosystem, the entire legislation of SEZ is concerned, is indeed another very welcome step. Not much of relief on the personal income tax, little disappointing. Maybe the people were affected because of COVID. We were expecting some relief to come, whether it was interest in housing, whether it was a basic exemption, whether it was ATC, which has not been touched since long time, would have been a welcome and would have generally benefit the public at large was concerned. And government has, for corporate, has addressed ease of doing business is concerned. FM did mention the number of compliances which have gone down, the number of laws which were the erstwhile laws which were just on the rule book but never used have been scrapped. And FM has mentioned a couple of times that ease of doing business is a very important paramount, whether it was integration of the systems all in the country, whether it was unified stamp duties are concerned. I think these are beautiful steps which have been taken by. Lastly, briefly, I can say that addressing digital asset, I think is a need of the to give clarity. Digital currency, how it is to be introduced. It is a need of the hour. Globally, you're moving in that direction, and we cannot be left behind. Giving a certainty to the digital asset, I think is a welcome step. Taxing them, what is the rate is perfectly alright, but giving a clarity was very important, and which FM has given it. A lot of final lines to be done basically. Overall, touch a lot of small things, giving a finishing touches, closing it, extending the schemes where it was required, but I still believe there was a fiscal, you can say, challenges. You could not have touched too much of tax laws or giving too much of exemptions, reductions, basically, and I think we have to live with it up because we still have a very moderate corporate tax rate globally as compared to the global world is concerned. Thank you so much.